Star Trek needs to give Voyager a comeback like Picard did for the Next Generation. When Star Trek Picard launched in 2020, it gave fans of the Next Generation something they had dreamed about for years, a chance to revisit old friends, see their journeys continued, and experience an emotional goodbye that tied loose ends together. While opinions on Picard's execution vary, its mission was clear. It provided closure and celebration for a crew who had once defined an era of Star Trek. That kind of treatment shouldn't stop there. If the Next Generation got its swan song, then Star Trek Voyager deserves the same. Voyager is in many ways the most unconventional of the classic Star Trek series. Stranded 70,000 light years from home, Captain Janeway and her crew weren't just exploring strange new worlds. They were fighting for survival, forging unity between Starfleet officers and Maquis rebels, and making impossible choices without the safety net of the Federation behind them. The show gave Star Trek its first female captain in the lead, introduced one of the franchise's most beloved anti-heroes in 7 of 9, and explored themes of isolation, resilience, and leadership in a way no other series did. And yet, nearly 25 years after Voyager ended, its crew has not been given the same kind of return or celebration that their Next Generation peers received. Voyager's lingering questions, unlike the Next Generation or Deep Space Nine, which ended with clearer senses of resolution, Voyager's finale left as many questions as it answered. Yes, the crew made it back to Earth after 7 years stranded in the Delta Quadrant, but we never got to see the consequences of their journey. How did the Federation react to Janeway's morally gray decisions, like forging an alliance with the Borg or using questionable tactics to shave years off their journey? How did the Maquis members reintegrate into Starfleet society after years of operating outside Federation law? What became of 7 of 9, who had just begun to reclaim her humanity? Even fan-favorite characters like the Doctor, who had evolved beyond being just a holographic program, were left in limbo. These threads have been partially tugged at in later appearances, 7's prominent role in Picard being the most notable, but as a whole, Voyager's story still feels unfinished. A comeback series could finally provide answers while honoring the legacy of the Delta Quadrant's most resilient crew. Picard proved it can work. The success of Star Trek Picard demonstrates that there is an appetite for revisiting old crews with modern storytelling tools. Fans didn't just tune in for nostalgia, they wanted to see how their favorite characters had grown, changed, and adapted to a galaxy that had evolved without them. Voyager could thrive under the same model. Imagine Janeway, now an admiral, grappling with the Federation's bureaucracy in the same way Picard clashed with Starfleet's modern flaws. Or picture 7 of 9, who found a home in the Fenris Rangers and later Starfleet, reconnecting with the old Voyager family as part of her ongoing journey. Even Tom Paris, B'Elanna Torres, Harry Kim, Tuvok, and Chakotay each have stories worth telling in the present-day Star Trek timeline. A limited series could weave these characters back together for one last mission, while also spotlighting new voices who carry Voyager's legacy forward. A galaxy that needs Janeway. If Picard was about an aging captain proving that ideals still matter, then a Voyager comeback could be about showing how Janeway's leadership remains vital in a fractured galaxy. In Star Trek Prodigy, Janeway has already reappeared, both as a hologram mentor and in live-action form voiced by Kate Mulgrew, but those stories are set on the fringes of canon. Fans want to see her in flesh and blood again, standing alongside her crew, commanding respect, and reminding the Federation why she remains one of its most consequential captains. Janeway is also the perfect counterpoint to Picard. While Picard leads with diplomacy and philosophy, Janeway leads with determination and grit. She thrives under impossible odds, and a comeback story could easily reflect a galaxy facing existential threats, whether political, technological, or even Borg-related, that only Janeway and her crew could confront. Voyager's emotional payoff, beyond the galactic stakes. There's a deep emotional payoff waiting to be explored. Harry Kim's lack of promotion became a running joke, but what if his career trajectory revealed something more profound about how Starfleet valued or undervalued the Voyager crew? Tuvok's Vulcan struggle with loyalty and logic could gain new layers in an older, wiser version of him. The Doctor's fight for personhood could resonate powerfully in today's world of debates. And then there's the family dynamic. Voyager was always more intimate than other Trek crews. Isolated in the Delta Quadrant, they became each other's family. A reunion series wouldn't just be about saving the galaxy. It would be about rekindling bonds, healing old wounds, and reflecting on what it means to have shared such an extraordinary journey. Conclusion. The time is right. With Star Trek enjoying a renaissance on Paramount+, there's never been a better time to give Voyager the comeback it deserves. Picard showed that old crews can shine in new ways, mixing nostalgia with fresh storytelling. Voyager could do the same, but with a unique flavor, gritty, heartfelt, and centered on characters who survived against the odds.